my name's Nick. I'm a service technician here at the Inverter Service Center, and today we're going to be kicking off our mini-series on the ME-RC50 made by Magnum Energy. There are three primary functions we're going to talk about today. The first being the charger standby button, the second being the inverter on and off button, and the third and final function being the shore power input button. If you guys are ready, let's dive on in.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn the inverter on. Now we are inverting. The power light and the inverter light are both solid green, as you can see here. We're inverting 24 volts DC and turning it to 120 volts AC. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply AC power with a light switch down here into the inverter, and we should see the charge light start to flash. Alright, what this is doing is it's now qualifying the AC coming in, and it should accept it. It's accepted it there. It's now going into charging. The next thing you're going to see is the charging is going to go into a state of charge. It's going to go into bulk charging, and then shortly after that it's going to go into absorption charge because I am on a DC power supply. Alright, notice how our charge light has now turned solid green. I'll go ahead and hit the charger standby button. The charge light's going to flash, and now it says charger standby. This essentially is just turning the charger off. I'm going to hit it again to turn the charger back on. It's going to drop into that absorption state of charge. The charge light's solid green again. And we'll do it one more time here. Notice the charge light is flashing again. Alright, we're in charger standby. And then we're going to go ahead and turn that charger back on. Alrighty. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the AC power coming in. And now we're going to talk about the inverter on and off button. It's pretty self-explanatory. It just turns the inverter on and off. It's going to kill the inverter light and the power light, which are both solid green right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it. The remote will then say off, and we're just going to see, all it's going to show you is that 24.6 volts, and then it's going to say off, and both our lights are now off. Go ahead and turn that back on. Both our lights are back on and solid green, and we are inverting again that 24 volts to 120 volts AC. Go ahead and turn it back off again. Notice how our lights are off, power light and the inverter light are off, and the remote also says off. We'll go ahead and turn it back on. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is talk about the shore power button here. Essentially all this does is limits the amperage on the input side of the inverter. So we're going to go ahead and turn it off, and we can adjust the amperage on the input side here. I think it goes all the way up to 60 and all the way down to 5. Alright. And so, for example, if I set it to 30, the inverter's not going to draw more than 30 amps on the input side. Another thing you need to keep in mind is if you go into your shore settings and you set it to 15 amps because you have a 15 amp input breaker, and then you go and plug in two 13 amp cube heaters, for example, the load will take priority over that shore setting and possibly trip your 15 amp input breaker. So you need to keep that in mind. And that's basically it, guys.
If you found this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. And remember, if you're having an issue with your inverter and you can't quite seem to figure it out, you can always give us a call at 615-285-0611. Our highly skilled technicians will be able to walk you through it over the phone, whether we can diagnose the issue over the phone or you can send the unit in to us for further repair. Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a great rest of your day.